around, and on the way back we drive to the last point, Miletus. We change the program a little bit. By driving back, it's Magnesia. It's a fantastic ancient city. Do excavations over there, and yeah, that's our tour for let's say 1 hour, 2 hours by drive, and stay there for 2.5 hours. It's 4.5 hours. Yeah, we will be back around 2:30. Yeah, so around 5 hours, 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Okay, so here, my dear, a nice view. We will not have it again because we will enter the city from another street. So it's Luminara. This one is called Luminara, and then yours is there, and Arroya is there. So there's 3 ships. Sometimes it's capacity for 4. One is to the side is missing, but it's yeah. That's the main port for Efes, or that's with Galata Istanbul port. Kuşadası, you are in Kuşadası. Port is Galata port, Istanbul, and Kuşadası Efes port are the main ports. Yeah, and that's a nice view to restorated medieval times. It's 350 years old. This castle, this fortress there. So it's new. Yeah. We go for 2,500, 3,000 years. Yeah. So that's why it's a new one. Yeah. So about 350 years. Nice view to let's say Aegean Sea, and to the north there is Istanbul. Yeah, the Dardanelles, Gallipoli, and all. And here on the right hand side, and it's not a clear view, but it is there. The island of Samos. You see there, that's all Samos, and we will see that's between the mainland and the island. It's only 1.4 kilometers distance, seaway between there. We will have it on the way, so I will. We can see it on the way, so I will mention it. It's Samos, Ephesus, Miletus. You are in Ionia, 2,500 years ago. Homer. Iliad, Odyssey was written, or not written, it was singing that's in their memory. That's the best times, September, October, yeah. For a couple of weeks ago, if you were here, it was 38, 39, 40, yeah, in the shade. Yeah, so today it's only 29, 30, and air conditioners. Enjoy your day, by the way. Yeah, back to the story, Ionic, and the location, and where you are, and it was always inhabited, as I mentioned, because that's a bridge between east and west, or in Occident to the east. For the distance, to give you an idea about the distances, from here, from Izmir, by flight, to the Iran border, to the east, Iran-Armenian border, where the Ararat Mountain is, Noain and all that. It's all here, 5,400 meters high. It has -20, -30 there, the high land, yeah, all the mountain, eastern Turkey today. That's 1,500 kilometers by flight, around 2 hours by flight. The same distance, not to the east from Izmir, the international airport, or the history, all this bays all around. Now we have a nice look to you see on the right hand side there is the seaway. You can see it. Right hand side island, left hand side with the mountains. That is Turkey mainland. See there was a gap between this island and mainland. Only 1.4 kilometers. It's the nearest point between mainland and to Aegean Islands. Yeah, today Turkey and Greece. Yeah. So that's almost there. Okay, back to the story. That's why Miletus is here. That's why Ephesus is here. That's why we drive to the south. But if we go to the north, it is Smyrna, Izmir today, the third big city of Turkey, and Smyrna, where Homer was born, around Ionic city. So, and after Smyrna, it is Pergamon. Pergamon Museum in Berlin. That's the altar. Bergamo today, 90 kilometers to the north of Izmir. And after Pergamon, the main city is Troy. It's to the Dardanelles, to the sea magnesia. It's interesting. There are excavations. It's not so big, but like Ephesus, but it's really interesting. I will take you in there and give some brief information so you can enjoy it and then walk around and take your pictures. Yeah, that's the program. Olive trees, left and right hand side. This mountains are straight into the sea. That's the sea for all Western Aegean. It's coming from east, from upper to lower, and the valleys between. So that's why there are so many bays to next to next there, because there's straight into the sea, and so we drive up and down. Yeah, so that's if you drive north, south, south, north direction, it's always the same, up and down, and all these valleys. We are going to we drive to the most fertile valley or plain of meander. I will mention him, meander is meander. So the name of this river, meandering. It's interesting. Miletus was at sea. It was a peninsula. It's a small one. Reason why the people inhabited that for millennia, for centuries. The Persians, afterwards the Greeks, afterwards or at the same time the first millennium before Christ. Then the Romans. That was the Western Turkey, Asia. It was called Province Asia. The Romans called the eastern part. Ephesus was the capital, and all that eastern part of the Mediterranean was Province Asia, Asia Minor today, and that's why all this fertility, all this. That's why they inhabited it. Good food, good weather, the best olive oil, the best wine. It's mentioned in the Roman era and in the Greek era was from Asia Minor. It's interesting today. The Italians, because Turkey is not full member, or we call it the European Union. It's not in it. But the Italians. So the Turkish quality in all Mediterranean, so the Western. If you want to, it's like, if I say olive oil, you have the picture of the Italian flag, isn't it? That's really marketing. But the best olive oil is here around. That's all olive trees again on the right hand side. That's this peninsula. And after this windmills, that's here. It's the border to the national park. So they are not able to build other ones. So that's the border of this. It's around 16 kilometers. This is a Greek plan, like Manhattan or Paris. This plan is called Hippodamus plan. The first architecture that is this scholar, this plan made by invented it. Let's say like this architect. stuff here, but that's the main river. Still, it's the main part of the river. And imagine, or if you have in mind, it's for over the month there was no rain. Yeah, and there's so much water there. It's coming from the mountains, from upper, in the layers of the mountains, springs, and the water is coming out and then into the sea. They look for their roots of their high civilizations, and then the British people for the British Museum, the French people for the Louvre Museum, and the German people for the Berlin Museum, and the Germans were here especially, and they discovered the gate of the Agora, the marketplace, and it was so beautiful, they took it with to Berlin. And then the second hall of the Pergamon Museum in Berlin, it is the market gate, Agora gate, marketplace gate of Miletus. So okay, but there's some left, so we are in the city. You see on the left and right hand side all this. We go to the museum. Yeah.